Okay, so fair warning, you may want to avert your eyes. Something's about to happen that's tragic and accidental and oopsie, and I can't believe I do it. I'm going to get out my ebony black Nuvo crystal drops, and I basically ripped off the little wood bead that was in the middle of that flower because I want it to be black. I want it to match the other ones, and I put that on there. I set myself a timer, 45 minutes. I also decided I'm going to use these little gems that I got from my hoard. Um, and what do? I walk away for 45 minutes. I have a sandwich. I come back down, and what I do? See, look at that. I stuck my hand right in it, you guys. I can't believe I did that. Not only did I stick my hand right in it, I got it everywhere before I noticed. It was on my craft desk. It was on tools. Like there was black ebony stuff everywhere. Ah, tragic. I mean, seriously, girl, what in the world? Okay, so after I've got both halves of the floral image adhered to the front of the card, then I'm going to go back to those cardstock frames that I cut out a minute ago, and I'm going to choose the middle one to go right over the top of everything and give myself sort of a nice matte look that overlaps the flowers and all of the white space. And now you're thinking, didn't she say this card was going to go off the rails? Didn't she say something was wrong? Oh yeah, here it comes. Just wait for it. I get out my black Nuvo drops and I start. And it looks okay. And then I keep going. And then I keep going. And then I keep going. Oh my goodness, woman, did you buy stock in the company? Stop. For the love of all that is holy, stop. Nope, don't stop. Keep going. It now looks like my card was in a black and white movie about smallpox. It is hideous.
I'm Gail Thompson, and I'm so glad you stopped by. A little distraction from our issues of the day. I want you to know I've sped this up and I've cut out an awful lot of footage, or we would be here all night and you would be bored to death. So there's the cup. So I do the 10 and then I go back in and I do the 5. And I find out fairly soon that this is a kind of a messy proposition. And I'm not prepared with baby wipes and paper towels as close by as I would want. But here we go. This is just toner ink, like the stuff that's in a laser copier, only in liquid form. The idea is that you can stamp with this and then put your foil on it and run it through the laminator. And that would be so cool because there's so many stamps I would love to be able to do that with. And sometimes those pastes just are too thick. I'm spreading around the ink on the pad to kind of even it out as best I can with a piece of scrap paper. And I'm doing, what I think is the right thing since there just weren't that many directions. But as you can see, the mess is beginning to start. So I'm preparing this stamp because I hadn't used it before. And I just wanted to see how this would handle something with fine lines. So I wanted to get close and I got really close. And I'm just applying the stamp to the pad just like you would. And I'm not thinking that it's picking up much toner. And remember, this is double the speed. Now I'm stamping it. And the second thing I noticed was, holy cow, is it hard to get the stamp off the paper. But I didn't tear the paper and it made a decent image. I thought I would try it a second time and I wanted to show you there just wasn't much coming up off of that pad, but I figure I'm an average Joe, and so this is how what's going to happen with everyone. I don't think I'm doing anything wrong. This is 80-pound Nina Solar White, by the way. So my next step, I heated up my laminator, every bit of 20 minutes as I was gathering up supplies and things. So it was good and hot, and I just stuck it in a piece of copier paper, and I'm running it through. Now, I would say the supplies are listed below, but I didn't list any supplies below. You can ask me if you're interested, but I didn't link anything. This is a public service. So the next thing I wanted to do was use a big flat stamp to see how it would stamp for broad, thick lines and thick pieces. And I'm preparing it again, just like I did the others because I hadn't used it. and I'd sort of covered the toner thing. Now I'm sticking this on the pad and on the pad, and I'm running this at 2 times the speed. And excuse that bruise, I had a procedure done yesterday, and that was where the IV was. Nobody hit me. So I'm still trying to get what I think is a good coating of the ink. And then I stamp it down, and I don't really think it's a good coating of ink. That should be flat. It should be all solid. And then look, I totally can't get this off of the paper. Boom, it's dry. And so now I'm stuck picking all that paper off. I got it off with a baby wipe. It wasn't a huge deal, but that's kind of disappointing. So I thought, oh, I'll try a smaller, little tinier stamp, which this wasn't much smaller, but it was smaller than I had. And I had a little more success with stamping it, but I just knew I'd learned I have to pull this off really quick. You don't just, stamp and leave it on. You have to pop it off right away. And now I'm splopping ink everywhere. Everywhere I touched, I got more toner ink. So I'm running these 2 little images through my laminator, and let's see how this goes. And this is just regular gold foil there we go. It did not pick up, once again, it did not pick up all the stuff. So since I've already made an enormous mess, I thought, well, let's see what it does through a stencil. Let's just, use put the pad on the stand, the direct to paper method. Well, hang on, because if I thought I had a mess before, now I really have one. So of course that thing fell out. It wasn't in there tight. And now I've got this big blob. But I thought, let's just go on with this and see what happens. I just wanted to see if I took my heat tool and dried it, but I didn't want to get it perfectly dry because of the last thing that wound up not working, because it was too dry. So I stick the foil in, and into the laminator we go. Now this is just the same heat foil that everybody uses for all their projects. So now I'm cleaning off with a baby wipe, but stamp cleaner really does work better. Now I can't even get the copier paper separated, but it does pick it up. When it's really wet, it does pick it up. So there is a happy medium of when you have it really wet, but then it's sloppy.
Times. Hi everyone. Sorry. Hello everyone, it's Miranda with Multiplicity Crafts. I don't think I'm going to do this shine because when I breathe it bumps. Give me straight over. It's starting to get hot now. Hi everyone. Oh, it makes my deal wobble. I think I can.